talk to you. I miss you guys so much, and I'm so heartbroken that we can't open camp this summer. But I'm gonna try to post some fun videos as much as I can. And today we're gonna work on making some face masks because starting Wednesday, we will have to wear them all the time whenever we're in public. And we're gonna need a few craft supplies for this, including, number one, most important, an adult. You're gonna need an adult. You're gonna need an adult for permission to cut up and mark up our favorite Town and Country Summer Day Camp shirts. This is very important because they paid money for this. The reason that we're gonna use this to make our masks is because it might fit you this summer, but it definitely isn't gonna fit you next summer. You're definitely gonna need a new camp shirt. So we're gonna be thrifty and we're going to upcycle, use things that we might have to throw away later. Another material that we're gonna need is a ruler, a hot glue gun with some hot glue sticks, again, why we need a parent. And we're going to need scissors, good old skizzers, ribbon, and whatever markers you love, because that's what we're going to be marking our Town and Country Summer Day Camp shirts with. I can't wait to get started with you guys. So our shirts are pretty big. This is an extra small youth, and I can get, with how big my nose to chin is, I can get about 3 masks out of this and some extra scrap material. I don't know what I'm going to use that extra scrap material for yet, but I'm definitely going to use it. So the first thing that I'm going to need to do is actually measure my nose to my chin. And this is very important because we need to know how big our masks are going to be. So I'm just going to put my ruler to the halfway mark of my nose. So here's the tip of my nose. Here's the beginning of my nose, and I'm going to say this is the middle of my nose. So I'm going to put this right up to the middle, and then I'm going to see where my chin ends. It ends at about 3.5 inches, and just to be safe, I'm going to put it at 4.5 inches. I'm going to make my first mask out of the middle part. I'm going to use this wonderful big snorkel fish as my first mask. And so I'm going to try to line up my 4.5 inches over that fish. So I'm going to start by taking my ruler and I'm going to put it up to next to the fish. And I'm just going to measure out what I want to be showing on my mask. So I'm going to put a dot mark right at the 0 mark of my ruler, and I'm going to put it right at the 4.5 inch. Then I'm going to take my ruler, bring it across, and just go right across and make a line. If you have a level, if your parents have a level, so that way you can make sure it's the straightest line possible, that's awesome. If not, just eyeball it, and that's okay too. And I'm actually going to cut along these lines, now making sure to never cut towards myself. This might also be a great thing for a parent to do, or an older sibling. Whatever adult is around. Now this is going to be the size of my mask on my face. Let's double check. Looks great. All right, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mask and I'm just going to cut the back right down the middle. Now making sure that I'm only cutting one part of the material, not this second layer, because if we do, then we don't have our mask anymore. So I'm just going to do it right down the middle, making sure to cut away from my fingers and away from myself. Ta-da! So basically you get the choice. You can either have it just like this and tie it around your head, or we can cut it off after we measure where your ear is to this mask. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to tie this around my face, and then I'm gonna feel where my ear is and put a mark on it. I'm not gonna mark at the front of my ear or at the back of my ear, but right in the middle. So next what I'm going to do is cut the ear holes I just drew. So you might want a parent for this just to make sure you don't accidentally cut yourself or the material too much. I'm going to fold it right in half of where the line is, so that way I can just cut it so easily, like so. And on the other side. And I've already showed you that you can use it to tie around your head, this mask. So I'm actually going to cut it up, and you can decide if you want to use it the way I showed you before, where you tie it around, or if you want to cut it like I am now, or if you want it both ways, leave the long straps on and have ear holes.
Alright, so now we're going to double check that this fits around my face, my nose, my mouth, and hugging my ears. Perfect!
Alright, so now I'm going to color my mask, finally, and I'm going to have fun doing it.
And here's my finished product. Here's my Town and Country Summer Day Camp mask. Let's put it on so we can go grocery shopping for some hand sanitizer. Woo!
Alright, so we've got our second piece of fabric that we're going to make into a mask, and we're going to follow all the same steps, except when we get up to the part where we cut where our ear is, we're not going to cut the entire length of the marker of our ear. We're just going to make a small hole, because this time we're going to use ribbon to cinch it. And of course this is optional. I am, just to be safe, I always do 12.5 inches of ribbon at the cut mark. And I'm going to need 2. We're going to take the ribbon and we're going to thread it through our little hole, and we're just going to tie it. Now, you can tie it however you want. You can do a double knot, or you can do a little bow. I'm going to do a little bow. And on the other side, I'm not going to do a bow, just to keep it uneven. I like things when they look not even. Now, on my bow, make sure to bring an adult. I have hot glue. I'm going to put some hot glue on the knot of my bow so that way it'll stay. Especially if we're washing it and putting it through the washer and dryer. And now I'm going to put glue on my other knot, because I want it to stay put. See? And then we just tie it behind us. Now I'm going to draw on my mask. I'm going to make a little nose and a mouth and some whiskers. In order to do that, I need to hold a marker over where I want my nose and my mouth to be. So I'm going to put up my mask, and I'm going to put little dots. One where my nose is, one where the gap in my mouth is, and on the 2 sides. Okay. Does it look good?
Yeah.
Okay. Got some scrap material from the sleeves and some extra little pieces, and what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to make some handkerchiefs for my grandma and grandpa. I miss them so much because I can't see them right now during quarantine, but I understand I don't want to get anybody sick. I want to keep them safe, so I'm just going to send this to them or leave it outside their door.
and I'm gonna make them some handkerchiefs with my scraps. First thing I'm gonna do is I have all these really like loose cut ends, so I'm gonna be the adult that I'm asking you to ask for help. And I'm gonna hot glue the ends folding over so that way it'll make a nice square or rectangle. Orangutangle. Miss Allie's silly. Ta-da! Now I'm going to draw on it and I'm going to put some big hearts. And the outcome is, I love Grandpa. Because I do! He's gonna love it. He's gonna use it like a handkerchief like this. Or when he's golfing. Or when he has to sneeze. Achoo! He always says Gesundheit. And I can make another one for my grandma. Ta-da! Flowers for my grandma on a handkerchief. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a great day. And I miss you guys, and I wish you could all be here. And I'll see you next summer and on my next video. Bye!